Welcome to today's Research Business Daily Report with the proposition that big data is not the cure-all for media research, and we'll tell you why. And then a pitch from an expert to raise the level of client multicultural marketing, beginning with transforming its name. RBDR is sponsored today and this week by Survey Sampling, the premier global provider of data solutions for mobile, consumer, as well as business-to-business survey research. Business-to-business surveys are not exactly like B2C surveys, and in fact, many market researchers have limited or, in numerous cases, no business-to-business survey experience, which is why the white paper from Survey Sampling's VP of Global Knowledge Management, Jackie Lorch, about B2B may be especially valuable to many RBDR viewers. Stay tuned at the end of today's video, and we'll tell you how to access Jackie's expertise for free. I don't know about you, but as long as big data continues to be more of a buzzword than an accepted directed capabilities, my ears remain wide open about its possible uses. And for Media Daily News readers, Frank N. Magid, Senior Vice President of National Television and Video, Mike Bloxham, blogged that big data has definitely found media research niches in planning, buying, and selling media, in measuring campaign effectiveness and sales impact, and in other ways. But at the same time, Bloxham emphasized that big data is not a media research magic bullet, and in fact he took issue with several simplistic big data evaluations that are roaming out there. Bloxham stated disbelief with those who think that big data supplants primary research. Such thinking, he says, is not just wrong, it is lazy and downright dangerous. And that view, he said, comes usually from statisticians with no experience researching and understanding the irrationalities and nuances of human behavior. Bloxham added, quote, "The pendulum has swung too far one way," meaning towards big data. Major investments, he pointed out, in software, hardware, data, and people cannot but sometimes are taking place at the cost of primary research functions and skill sets. And according to Bloxham, big data and primary research are utterly interdependent. And thus he called for research and analytics management personnel to clarify to their managements that both primary research and big data are necessary in order for the company's success. In other words, primary research makes big data work harder, and Bloxham said the same is true vice versa. Moving on, Daniel Villarroel, until recently L'Oreal USA's Assistant Vice President of Integrated Marketing, blogged for portdata.com with his recommendation that multicultural marketing be rebranded what he called demographic targeting. The U.S. population, he pointed out, is expected to grow just because of multicultural births, and Nielsen research, he said, shows that multicultural consumers over-index on a vast array of products and services. And that, he says, necessitates changes both on marketing teams and agency teams that work with those marketers. For instance, he recommended every marketing team member take part in demographic targeting rather than the present situation where there's usually a single multicultural guru. Consider different business schools when you have to do recruiting. In other words, try something new from the business school area. 3, mentoring programs should be put in place to help diverse students that you do recruit as you bring them into your company. Next, insist that your agency, whoever they are, be equipped to handle demographic targeting, or look elsewhere for an agency that can. Next, push agency partners for a diverse team so that you can continue to promote that multicultural idea. And creative team staffing should include senior personnel to make sure that it is running up the flagpole and being accepted. Villarroel suggested costs can be controlled for multicultural marketing or demographic targeting. by consolidating creative media planning and buying, further by being inclusive in the creative at the ideation stage, and by making the entire planning and buying teams understanding about the nuances that come with specific targeting efforts. That's your Research Business Daily Report. We've been sponsored today by Survey Sampling, the premier global provider of data solutions for mobile consumer and, yes, business-to-business survey research. As I mentioned at the top of our report, today's Survey Sampling's Jackie Lorch has shared a white paper about business-to-business surveying, and we want to share it with you. She points out in it that in explicit detail, it can be easy to do things incorrectly if you don't have the suitable experience in doing business-to-business surveys. And Jackie addresses the low incidence nature of B2B that can cause problems, along with a couple of other things, including fraud and incorrect clicks in surveys, and she even recommends extra steps that you can take to ensure quality, and these include multi-mode technologies and methodologies. So check out the link in today's subscriber email. It's also in the description box underneath the video. We hope you have a great research day, and that we'll see you back here with us tomorrow.